Creating a library. At first access, the Inonda station loads a demo library. The library contains songs divided into genres, categories, and clocks, and shows an example of automation. A statement at the top indicates that the demo library is active. Click Start with your library to remove all the demo items or add your own. Adding audio files. To add audio files, click Load File in the top toolbar. The Uploader window shows the report of the uploaded files, the available cloud storage space, and options to add new items. To add audio files from your computer, click Choose from Local. Browse the system folders, then select one or more files and click Open. Selected files will be listed in the Uploader window and loaded one by one. The first half of the screen shows the uploading status. Once terminated, the results are showed in the log. During pre-editing, the ID3 tag reading is displayed under the status column. Once the process is completed, it will display Done. Files can also be added from your local folders to the Uploader window . It is also possible to use the FTP space provided with Inonda to upload files. Click Choose from FTP, then FTP configuration to show your login credentials to your FTP space. Those data can be used to manage your FTP folder from your favorite FTP client. Upload your files into your FTP folder. The list from Choose from FTP shows all the available audio files. You can check single files or all files by selecting the checkbox on the top. Click OK to confirm and wait until the uploading process is completed. Please note that files will be deleted from your FTP folder once they are uploaded into the Inonda cloud space. Added files are available in the Inonda interface, and from the media section, it's also possible to edit and manage them. By default, all tracks will be inserted in the undefined genre. If ID3 tags are available, they will be read by Inonda to fill track info as title and artist. Otherwise, the file name will be used to distinguish between title and artist using the format artist title. Editing and queuing. Inonda allows to edit an audio file using markers to edit duration, start and end point of playback. When a file is uploaded, it will always be pre-edited to set these primary markers. The in marker identifies the point where the playback starts. It's automatically to cut silence at the beginning of the track. The intro marker identifies the point of the song where the artist starts to sing. It's automatically placed at the beginning of the second music bar of the song. The mix marker identifies the point where the fade begins to allow transitions to the next song. Fade starts from the mix marker until the out marker. The out marker identifies the point where playback ends. It's automatically placed to cut silence at the end of the track. It's possible to modify at any time the position of markers from the editing window. From the media section, select the file to edit, double-click it, or use the first button on the left of the track. The Editing tab shows the waveform, the volume, and the duration of the song, and also the buttons to manually set marker position. For each marker, the exact position is showed at the bottom. Click play button to start song queue. It's also possible to start it by clicking directly on the waveform. The playback will start from the point where click was made. On the bottom, there are 3 tabs. Click on Primary Marker tab. Every marker has a set button. Click on the button where playback reaches the desired position. The marker will be positioned exactly in that point. Use the plus and minus buttons next to the timer counter to move the marker more accurately. The marker is moved at steps of 5 minutes. Each marker has a play button. Click the button to start the cue from the current market position. To return to the initial position of a marker, click Reset button of the market. Each marker can be moved via drag and drop. Hold and drag the marker directly on the waveform. As you drag, the marker shows on the name label the reached position. Adjust the zoom level of the waveform using the scroll wheel on your mouse, the navigation bar below, or the controls to the right. The secondary marker tab below shows on the waveform the secondary markers and the related controls. The secondary markers are displayed only when the secondary marker tab is selected. The outro marker identifies the position where the track is going to end. Similar to the intro, it's used as a reference for the speakers who speak on the final part of the song, before the out point. The pre-fade marker allows you to fade from the user-selected position instead of the mix position. To enable it, click the Enable Pre-Fade option. To the right of the waveform, set the playback volume of the track by adjusting the fader position. The Options tab contains additional options to facilitate the editing process. The Mix Test option, if enabled, allows you to listen a preview of the transition between the current track and the track chosen by the user, usually a jingle. When the playback reaches the mix marker, the fade will start till the out marker, and then few seconds of file used as mix text will be played. To choose the file that will be used as mixed text, enable the Mix Text option. Then click on the button to the right of the option. This opens a small version of the media section, where you can view all the uploaded tracks and, if necessary, filter them by genres. Select the file and click OK. The Set Out Automatically option adds a fixed separation in milliseconds between the mix marker and out marker. Whenever the mix marker changes its position, that of the out marker changes accordingly. The Song Info tab allows to edit the main song information, which will be displayed in the main interface, such as title, artist, and genre. The Automation tab allows to insert the track in one or more categories and set on the on-air rules. The queue through the editing window is done locally from your default audio device. Therefore, it will not interfere with the broadcast currently streamed. You can queue a track also from the media section. Locate the track to queue, then use the second button on the left of the song. Below appears a transport bar to move the playback point. Use the button on the left to stop playback. Also, this queue is done using your default audio device, without interfere with the main broadcast. Removing or overriding audio files. To remove one or more audio files from the cloud, select the files from the media section. Click Actions, then Remove. Choose Yes in the dialog message to confirm the operation. If you manage to add an audio file that has been already inserted, the login, the Uploader window will display existing file for those files in the status column. In this case, you can use the Overwrite button on the right to replace and refresh the audio file in the library. When an audio file is overwritten, the previous properties are retained, but the positions of the editing markers are recalculated and automatic pre-editing is executed.